I love the co-op because every time I walk in the co-op, I feel like I'm walking into a home. I might see somebody that I know. I might try something that I'm excited to buy. I like the smells, the sights, the sounds, the interactions. It just feels very comfortable every time I walk in.
I run into people I know here. I see a lot of the same employees here that I've seen for, it's got to be 15, 20, in some cases more like 30 years. And it's just a place that is just always has good energy. The other thing I must say that I really like about it, and I've never been on the board or any kind of committee or anything, but there's always, it always at least seems like it's a really democratic process that the co-op goes through to make decisions, which sometimes involves strong differing opinions, but that's just real life, and I like it when that's even like publicly sort of played out respectfully. Like it might be in the newsletter, or it might be the comments that people write in about what they like and don't like. And I know that I years ago volunteered here, and when there was talk about the co-op moving to here and expanding in size, there were a lot of people back then kind of wanting to hold on to, like, this is how we've always been, and other people saying, but we can be better. And I love it, and I really love now that there's two more around Madison serving some other neighborhoods besides this one.
I felt a little sentimental when the old store was closing up. It was much smaller, a little more intimate, but I absolutely agree that by expanding and having a parking lot and being able to offer so much more food, it actually brought more people into the co-oping experience.
So talk to me about watching the co-op develop from this small sort of place to a larger place. It's now 3 stores. And in our 3rd store, we mix in a lot of commercial product. As a longtime member, what were your first thoughts when you heard that A, we'd be opening a store on the north side, and B, that it might contain more commercial items than the east or the west store?
I think that my response to that question is different now than it would have been maybe 10 or 20 years ago. Having friends on the north side, being in healthcare, and being aware of a little more of the demographics of the north side, I think that it is the co-op's responsibility to meet the needs of the people on the north side. And the input that they got was very powerful, and the co-op listened and then implemented based on that. I think the same is true of Middleton. The people spoke, the co-op listened, and as a result, Middleton has their store as well. For us here, the Willy Street Co-op, it reflects our demographic, what foods the people in this neighborhood are constantly asking for.
I think like Betsey, 15, 20 years ago, I might have thought, well, wait a second, like, isn't that the co-op kind of compromising some of their values, our values, by those kinds of other sorts of food selections that are more commercial? But I didn't feel that way at all when this actually came into play, because it just, to me, it makes all the sense in the world. And it's sort of like the best of both worlds. It's like responding to the neighborhood, the north side, and not caving in on those values.
And it's my favorite store.